Well, we do various stuff actually, campaign-wise. So, for instance, 12th of May, we've got our Inspiring Women's Conference, and this is particularly to celebrate the 100 years suffrage movement, and got various keynote speakers. Possibly got Helen Pankhurst coming, who's the great-granddaughter of Emmeline Pankhurst, possibly. So there's so many things that are going to be taking place. I worked quite closely with NU Women. Obviously work throughout the year, and as the new welfare officer will, just on things regarding that, and then also throughout the year I sit on various working groups, and it's gender inequality. It's basically students with disabilities. It's all student characteristics, and that might be considered unequal compared to other students. So all sabbatical officers really do support different student demographics, so it's sort of ongoing work really. Obviously we have our part-time officers as well, so we have a marginalised genders officer, for example, and I personally sit on a meeting called the Gender Recognition meeting. So this is basically, obviously, a student coming on to, when they register as a student, their gender may change whilst they're at university, and it's basically steps to allow a student to change their gender with ease. So that's work the university are doing, and that's allowed, that's absolutely okay. So there's a lot of work, and the university recognises this and wants to support this, and they want to make students feel that it's okay, that it's just to make it as easy as possible for students to transition. So yeah, generally the university does a lot of work to support these students. For example, if they were transitioning, they could go and get support from student wellbeing throughout that period, but also that support will come from their school and that student's personal tutor. But the university, and from a human resources point of view, would make it easier for the student to, for example, change their gender as a university student. So they might come as a female and be known as, for example, Miss Sarah Craggs, but if they transition, for example, to be male, that they could easily change their gender as their registration. Whereas previously in other universities it's quite difficult, and you can't do that, and you might not have the option of other gender. So that's work the university is really looking into, and York St John's University do it really well. So we're looking at a model they use, just how we can improve our documents and support for students transitioning.
In that if you apply to a course that doesn't have many female students on it, they provide you with a bursary to try and encourage women to get into fields that they're not in as much at the uni. So that's a really good thing that the uni do.